Hello and welcome to Maths with Jacob. This lesson will focus on even numbers, 3 operations. Operations with even numbers. The first operation we'll look at is addition. So the rules for addition of even numbers are as follows. If you add an even number to an even number, you get an even number. And here are 3 examples. They're very straightforward, so if you go through them at your leisure, you will see that if we add one even number to another even number, we get an even number, and that's the same for those 3 examples. The next rule is if you add an even number to an even number to another even number, that is, if you add 3 even numbers together, you get an even number. And these are very good examples here. So if you look at them carefully, in each case we're adding 3 even numbers together, and we're getting an even number in each case. The next rule, if you add 4 even numbers together, you get an even number. And here are 2 perfect examples. So basically, this is what we have for the last one. You can add many even numbers together to get an even number. So it doesn't matter how many even numbers you add together, your answer will be an even number. Subtraction. The rules for subtraction of even numbers are as follows. If you have an even and you subtract an even, you get an even. Look at those 3 examples there. In each case you have an even, you subtract an even, and you'll get an even. For the next example, if you have an even and you subtract an even and another even, you'll end up with an even. Here are 3 perfect examples, and in each case we've ended up with an even number. And we'll take it one step further. If you start off with an even number and you subtract 3 separate even numbers, you'll end up with an even number. And here are the 2 examples here. So you can pause the video at any time to have a look at those examples. So the final rule here is you can subtract many even numbers from one even number to get an even number. So here's the even number that you start with, that one there, see that? Now as long as it's big enough, you can subtract as many even numbers you want from that even number, and you'll always end up with an even number. Multiplication. The rules for multiplication of even numbers are as follows. If you multiply an even by an even, you get an even. Perfect examples here. Go through them at your leisure. Remember, you can stop the video at any time. If you multiply 3 even numbers together, you get an even number. Look at those 3 nice examples there. See that? In each case, you have an even number. If you multiply 4 even numbers together, you get an even number. And look at the examples we have here. 4 even numbers. Doesn't matter if the even numbers repeat, as long as they're even numbers. And in each case, the answer is an even number. You can multiply many even numbers together to get an even number. So it doesn't matter how many you multiply together, you'll always end up with an even number. So they're very, very handy rules to know, and they'll help you a lot with your number work.